Well, thank you, Harold, and I am tremendously excited to be here today to celebrate the arrival of our first brand new water taxi. You remember, those of you who have ever been able to do this, the first time you bought a car that was actually new? Here it is. I don't need to tell you how popular water taxis have become. Many islanders use our service every day to get to and from work. And yes, there are times when the MV Melissa Ann is filled to capacity and a few of you end up waiting right here at the dock. Well, more than a decade ago, I have to say not everyone was convinced that water taxis shuttling passengers across the Sound and across Elliott Bay to downtown Seattle was a worthy investment. But some were. I've been working on this project for over 2 decades now, since I was a young staffer for then County Council member Greg Nichols. And I can see people around here who've been with us that whole way. Today we're celebrating the arrival of an even bigger boat, a boat that's going to meet more of the growing demand for water travel. The MV Sally Fox honors a wonderful person, a wonderful woman who is a friend and supporter and an advocate for so many important issues on this island, including passenger ferry service, and who passed away in 2007. And I'm delighted to be joined by members of Sally's family today. This new vessel will be nearly 50% larger than the old boats we've been using. It will, being new as well, be more reliable, less prone to mechanical breakdowns. But our King County water taxis have not only proven their value in moving people, they've also shown they can be an invaluable asset in supporting the transportation needs of the nation's fastest growing city. Today, fewer than 1 out of 3 downtown Seattle commuters drive alone to work. Fewer than 1 in 3. They need to have, and they do have in this vessel, dependable alternatives. For the good people of Vashon, it means a 20-minute water taxi ride across Puget Sound with no congestion to contend with, rather than a Fauntleroy traffic jam and a West Seattle Bridge tie-up and exorbitant parking prices downtown once you arrive. And once downtown, you have more choices. The bus system, light rail, bikes, and of course, walking. This service offers a real alternative to get you where you need to be reliably and on time. Now, last year, our water taxis delivered, listen to this figure, 445,000 trips, and with each passing year, that number grows. Without this service, those would convert into nearly 500,000 automobile trips, adding not just congestion, but greenhouse gas emissions. So we can all appreciate the role that the water taxis are playing, getting commuters to their jobs in downtown Seattle. There's much more to talk about, and many of our speakers will talk on speak to other important points, but I just want to make a point of thanking our congressional delegation. Senator Murray, our members of Congress, came through for us really with flying colors. Former Congressman Norm Dix was also a great champion of foot ferries. 80% of the funding for our 2 new boats comes from federal grants. And I'd like to thank our representatives for their hard work. And I want to thank the Federal Transit Administration as well for securing the nearly $11 million in grants that have made this vessel program possible. There are just a couple other people, in case they don't get mentioned later, whom I want to draw your attention to. One, I already mentioned Greg Nichols. He was really the father of the foot ferry system, the modern foot ferry system here in King County, former mayor of Seattle. Also, he's not able to be here today, I don't think, but now State Senate Minority Leader and then my Chief of Staff on the County Council, Sharon Nelson. This would not have happened without Sharon's hard work. And he will speak a little bit later, but I am now, as county executive, proud to be sort of the head of the water taxi system, because we have merged the water taxis into the general government, but your county council member, Joe McDermott, from the day he took office, and in fact throughout the time he was in the legislature, has been carrying this program, and we all owe him a great debt of gratitude.